Hey everybody, this is Gary Kay, and I want to welcome you to the first ever virtual P2P conference using the rAVe agency's launch platform. Let me show you how it works. First thing you'll notice is the credentialing sponsor is Avixa. If you want your CTS credits, all you need to do is click on that button right there. That'll earn your CTS credits. We already know who you are, so you don't have to type in your contact information. Next thing you'll notice is a bunch of stuff here. First off, you'll see some buttons on the left and right of the screen that I'll get to in a minute. But most importantly, you'll see the live stream window. You'll have the choice when the live stream is running. You'll have the choice to adjust the volume here, and there'll be a little cog wheel here next to that that'll allow you to adjust the resolution. Go ahead and adjust the resolution to whatever you want it to be. It'll default to somewhere in the middle to low resolution, assuming you have poor bandwidth. So if you want to see it in 1080, click 1080. In addition, you'll have the ability to click on that and also make it full screen if you don't want to just see it in a small screen here. The advantage of watching it here on the platform like this is a couple of things. Number one, you get to see the Q&A on the right side, and you get to see the poll questions underneath. These poll questions will change automatically depending on what the speaker's talking about. They're generated in real time, so we'll be actually listening to what the speaker's talking about, watching the speaker, and then generating questions based on the topics. You can participate in these polls, and as you participate in them, you'll see the poll results, and also you'll see new polls come up, and you'll hear a bell go off whenever a new poll comes up. Participate in as many of these polls as possible, because sometimes there could be some credits involved in participating in those polls. Next, I want to bring your attention to the Q&A. This is where you would ask the presenter who's actually presenting live. By the way, this is a completely live platform. We don't actually do pre-recorded stuff on this platform for the most part. There may be some pre-recorded sessions, but the great majority are going to be live. So you have the ability to actually type in a question to the presenter. You'll have the ability to have your name automatically filled out if you log into the system, or you'll have the ability to post a question anonymously or fill out whatever name you want if you want to just put your first name, last initial. When you type a question here, this is Gary. Who is this? It will actually be moderated on the back end, and as soon as it is approved, then you'll see the question post there. First thing I'd recommend you do is go ahead and say your name and say where you're from, because that will help everyone introduce themselves on the platform. You'll see a copy of the agenda below. All the main sessions will be, the keynote sessions will be on this main screen up here, but you'll see a version of this appear down here with two streaming windows side by side with the concurrent sessions that will happen at the same time after the keynote sessions each day. So you'll see the main keynote sessions up here at the top, and you'll see the concurrent breakout sessions down here at the bottom. The cool thing about our platform is you'll be able to go back and forth between the breakout sessions at your leisure, and you can actually switch back and forth. Technically, you could play them both at the same time, but the audio playing on both of them would probably drive you crazy, so you're probably only going to turn the volume up on one at a time. Here's that cog wheel, by the way. This is that settings wheel that allow you to set resolution. This is also where you can actually blow up the screen to go full screen here. So if you go full screen, that's going to give you a full screen image, and you can watch it full screen. Of course, then you don't get to take part in the polling when it comes to the main sessions. As I mentioned, P2P has a bunch of sponsors. Each of the sponsors have their own microsites. I want you to take the time over the 2 days and visit each one of these microsites. Give the sponsors credit for paying for all of this content on here. The content, they have their own microsites. Every microsite is different, so check them all out. Here's a list of who all the presenters are. You can actually scroll through all the presenters, and as you see one that you might be interested in, you can directly connect with them on LinkedIn, literally by just clicking on their picture. There's me. Hopefully you'll connect with me on LinkedIn. And here are the Toolkit Talks. So these are all the pre-recorded Toolkit Talks that were done prior to the conference. These are all sorts of topics about anything you can imagine that are related to what's going on in the industry, not just COVID-19, new technology, new products, trends in the industry. And these are also where you can find all of the sponsor videos as well. So again, all these sponsors paid for this content. If you miss one of the sponsored videos that will be played, and you can see in between each one of these sessions, you'll see sponsor videos, you can always go to the bottom and see what they had and what they introduced. Most of the sponsors are introducing new products and new technology here at NSCA's P2P. So this is a great opportunity for you to see all of this. I want you to take the time to do that. One other thing I'll mention to you is that these are the supporting sponsors down here. You can go directly to their websites by scrolling to the bottom of the page. And again, if you have any questions, click this chat button right here. This will open up a chat, and you can choose to speak with either rAVe or NSCA directly, and we'll help you. We'll be live on chat to make sure you don't have any problems with the platform or in case you have any questions at all. So take the time to visit the P2P sponsors while you're here. Enjoy the conference, and thanks for paying attention. We look forward to presenting to everyone. Thanks for watching that tour. I do want to remind you that Launch is an engaging platform. We want you to participate in the polls. We want you to contact and ask questions of the presenters. The presenters are presenting live. This is not pre-recorded content. This is live. Engage with them. Go to the manufacturer microsites. Look around, see what they have. Engage with them. Be participative in the first ever virtual P2P conference. Don't just sit back and watch.